On Thursday, Donald Trump reiterated the fact that he has the absolute right, the authority, and possibly even the option to declare a national emergency for this non-existent border crisis that he has created in his head. Now, the reason he would do that, in case you're unaware, is because he wants to circumvent Congress in order to get the funding for his border wall, and he believes that declaring a national emergency, even though there is no national emergency, would allow him to do that. He's actually wrong about that, and here's why. Well, first and foremost, let's actually talk about the fact that there's some debate about whether or not he could declare a national emergency, even though there's obviously not one. The answer to that is yes. He does have that authority. The 1976 National Emergencies Act lays out no criteria whatsoever as to what constitutes an emergency. So yes, he could declare emergency if he ran out of ketchup in the White House. He does have the authority to do that. Here's the thing. Just because you have the authority to declare a national emergency, that does not automatically give you access to the funds. And that's what he's after. So that's the good news of all of this. Here's the way it plays out. He basically, if he were to declare a national emergency, would have two options here. One, you send in the military if it's that kind of national emergency, in which case the military, our soldiers, our troops, would then be the ones that would have to build the wall in order for the funding to be legit. He would not get the funding if the military itself wasn't carrying out the project. So, probably not something that's going to go over super well with the military, and that is actually the more difficult option for him to do. The second, as he has said, is that he could just dip into the National Emergency Fund, right? Well, no, you actually can't, because the president, under this National Emergencies Act, is required to submit to Congress what he wants to do. He has to send a list, like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take this much money, I'm going to spend this much money on this, and here is how everything plays out. Congress, do you approve? And if Congress says no, then we're right back at square one at this point. So yeah, Donald Trump can whine and cry all he wants about a non-existent emergency and say that, oh, I'm going to declare a national emergency. Go ahead. It's not going to change the current situation that we're in, and you're still not going to get the funding. All it's going to do, as legal experts have pointed out, is shift the blame from Republicans to the court systems where this would inevitably end up. And let's not forget that today is the day that our federal court system officially runs out of money and begins operating on skeleton crews as of this coming Monday. So good luck trying to get that through a court system during this government shutdown. The president is in a corner at the moment, and some say that that makes him weaker, but to me it does make him more dangerous. This man doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how he got himself into this situation, and he sure as hell doesn't know how to get himself out of it. So, like any animal that's caged or cornered, he's going to start lashing out. And given the powers that he does have, it's going to be pretty scary to see how this thing plays itself out. One of today's video sponsors is Blinkist.com. Blinkist.com takes some of the best nonfiction books available and condenses them into either 15-minute audiobooks or very short 15-minute reads so users can get the information that they need and move on to the next. They take the key parts of these nonfiction books, whether it's self-help, business, history, politics, and they condense it into easy to digest information. What's great about this, especially in my line of work here, is that I can go through, find any political history book that I want, get the 15-minute audio version, and listen to it while on my way to work. On the way home, I can do a second book, third or fourth in the evening if you have the time. But that's what's so great about it. It's the best parts, the key takeaways, and the vital information that Blinkist.com provides. And right now, the first 100 users to go to Blinkist.com/Ring of Fire are going to get 7 days absolutely free. That's 7 days to listen to or read as many of these condensed nonfiction books as possible. And then after that, if you want the full membership, you'll get 25% off going to Blinkist.com/Ring of Fire. There's also a link at the very top of this video description. Again, only the first 100 users are going to get the 7 days free, so make sure you act fast.